Happy New Year! We hope you all had an amazing Christmas break and are ready to kick off the new year with some positive vibes.
Spread your New Year energy by becoming a student leader on campus for the 2024-2025 school year.
Fill out the applications for the ambassadors, ASB, Link Crew, options, peer ministry, and campus ministry on Schoology.
Also on Schoology is the sign up to join the Dons for Life Club at the San Diego Walk for Life on January 13th.
And the Dons Got Talent audition forms.
As well as the senior Disney grad night trip permission slip due on January 30th. You know, Eli, with the new year comes new resolutions, but sometimes we set unrealistic goals.
Totally, like you could definitely improve on your tennis game.
Crazy, I was gonna say the same about baseball.
Alright, anyways.
What's up, Dons? Today we're going to be talking to 3 of your favorite teachers about how to stay academic and productive this semester. Let's go. I'm here with
Mr. Caro.
Mr. Caro. How do you avoid academic burnout?
There's a lot of factors that goes into academic burnout. And burnout is always, can be something of like quicksand, where it's hard to kind of, climb out of it. On a big picture things, it's to kind of remind yourself of the purpose, like why you're here, why are you doing what you're doing, but for yourself, like having ownership. The other big thing that really helps with burnout is setting smaller goals. And as you achieve those goals, it in a way helps build momentum. And as you go, you start feeling, okay, no, I am kind of climbing out of this, I'm backing up. Versus like, I do all of these things, climb this big mountain. Don't look at the mountain, look at the first step up it. Yeah. And find reinforcement there.
Thank you, Mr. Caro. Ms. Flores, how do you avoid academic burnout your second semester?
I would say not trying to procrastinate too much so that you're able to find time to really balance your schedule with things that really feed your soul. So like doing hobbies or maybe hanging out with friends, just anything that you really enjoy doing on your free time. Yeah.
Perfect, thank you. Mr. Duarte, how do you avoid academic burnout in your second semester?
I think one good way is to be guided by your discipline, not by your motivation. Discipline's always there. Motivation comes and goes, but if you stick with your discipline, you'll be all right.
Thank you to all the teachers for the interview. Now on to Max with New Year's and Living Priest.
Hey Dons, it's Max. Today we're going to be interviewing Father Matthew with New Year's with the Priest. So let's head straight into this. How can students at Cathedral grow closer to God in this new year?
So a great way to do that is just like you would with your exercise routine or something like that, to make a good resolution with regard to drawing closer to God as we start off this year.
So what are some examples of resolutions?
Well, a great resolution would be, for example, going to Sunday Mass, resolving to go to Sunday Mass. Another one would be to cut out time for prayer, or to give God a little bit more dedicated time of prayer if we're just doing things like in the car, to actually sit down with Him. And then a great way is to look at my past semester and see where my struggles were, and to resolve to work on growing in those areas.
How can we keep on New Year's resolutions?
Our New Year's resolutions for our faith are more like goals. They're things that at times might be difficult, but the only thing that's going to actually bring about failure in this area is if I just sort of forget about it and leave it aside. So I don't necessarily think I'm programming myself for this year, but I'm actually aiming at a higher goal and trying to work towards it, even with the falls or the struggles that are involved. That's the best way to conceive and to persevere in our resolutions and our faith, and that will bring us closer to God this year.
Back to the studio!
With Martin Luther King Jr. Day right around the corner, it is important we remember why we take this day to remember him.
It's not just a day off, it's a day to reflect on the importance of equality and justice.
Let's go to Emily with more.
Hey Dons, this coming Monday, January 15th, we will be celebrating Martin Luther King Jr. Day and we'll have no school. Let's go hear more from Mr. Filipponi and Mr. White on why this day is so important.
Dr. King was from Montgomery, Alabama, and he was a minister in Baptist Church, and he recognized that through the church and organizing through the black churches in the South, that they could use that as a method to work towards equality in the Jim Crow South, where the laws were not equal. And so what he intended to do was to try to break through that by violating those laws through civil disobedience, which is basically another name for peaceful, nonviolent protest. Martin Luther King Jr. wanted to make sure that there were images of the black protests being attacked by dogs and fire hoses for doing nothing more than just showing up and trying to go to the whites only park.
I think it's important because Martin Luther King used Jesus' teachings in in the ideals of the civil rights movement, and he also used Mahatma Gandhi's techniques of nonviolent protest and nonviolent civil disobedience, which I think was effective to the rest of the American population.
I have a dream that my 4 little children will one day live in a nation where they will not be judged by the color of their skin, but by the content of their character.
Hey Dons, it's Andres, back for the first time in a while with sports. The boys basketball team is currently 14-5 and 2-0 in the Western League with wins over Mission Bay and San Diego High. The Dons were led by Patrick O'Brien, PJ Jordan, and TJ Ingram and will play rivals Saints 7:30 this Friday. So make sure to go support the boys. The girls basketball team is also doing amazing with a 9-6 overall record and being 2-0 in the Western League. They recently won 60-48 against Christian on Tuesday, and they will proudly look forward to going against Perry tomorrow. Girls water polo has a match on January 16th and are looking forward to taking the W as they begin to resume their season after a small break. They are currently 0-1 in the season. Boys varsity soccer took a tough loss against Saints on Wednesday and look forward to bounce back this Friday against University City with 1 win, 3 ties, and 2 losses. Boys rugby will be playing Tory this Monday. Over break, they tied the Australian Raptors, which came all the way from the land down under. This is a testament to the rugby program's strength, and it will be exciting to watch them continue to excel.
Yo, it's POB. Let's interview the boys rugby team. Grant, what'd you guys do in the off season to prepare for the season?
A lot of conditioning and just starting early. A lot of 120, 120 meters, just conditioning.
Larkin, what was it like playing a team from Australia?
You know, they came up, beat all the other SD teams, we stuck to the structure, got it done.
Rocco, who are some tough opponents coming up?
Well, next week, Tuesday, we play Torrey Pines here at 6 p.m. And then we got Saints after, and then we're going up to NorCal to play Jesuits.
Brian, who are some standout Dons rugby players?
Standout Dons Ruggers. Spencer Hutley. Got Luke Westfall and Biggie.
What do you guys do pre-game to prepare for the game?
We practice our passing lines. Then we practice like individuals, like backs and forward stuff. Then come together, rest some shape instruction.
Next Tuesday versus Torrey Pines, the game you've all been waiting for.
Lastly, on to girls soccer, who have been having an amazing season with 11 wins, 2 ties, and 2 losses. They won 2-0 against Coronado and look forward to going against Point Loma on Thursday. Some standout players are Aubrey, Lila, and Tatum. That will do it all for sports. Back to you guys.
Hey Dons, it's Mari and Chloe back on CCTV with the first social segment of 2024.
As we start off the new year, I'm sure everyone's thinking about their New Year's resolutions.
Mine's to get social turned in on time for once.
Let's hear what you guys have to say.
What's your New Year's resolution?
To have an academic comeback.
To wake up earlier.
To do my homework.
To start doing my homework.
Being more motivated in everything I do.
Keep going to the gym.
Have more of a routine after school.
To not spend so much money.
To be locked in.
To get all A's and do my homework and not procrastinate.
Eat more vegetables.
Get straight A's.
Don't fail pre-calc.
Be happier.
Eat healthier.
To not get senioritis and to drink more water.
Spend less time on Instagram Reels.
Drink more water. Recycle.
What's your New Year's resolution?
I want to shave my head.
I can speak for all of us on this one. I think we want our hair back. Please help.
Looks like 2024 is going to be a great year for our Dons.
That's a wrap.
Stay positive and make 2024 the best year yet.
We will see you on Tuesday.
Happy New Year, Dons!